Hello everybody, this is Bench85. Welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 19 Season 1. Hi chickens. You guys keep making a mess over here. So last time I know we talked about doing something with the weeds. Well, it turned out that by the time morning came, the crops were too tall and I just decided it wasn't worth spending the money on it. I had been doing contracts. Fertilizing actually works out pretty well because it's not that expensive to get the fertilizer. And I have all my own equipment here, so I can actually make a pretty good profit on it. Not as much as harvesting, of course, but pretty decent. And it's to the point now where I was looking at it, what do we do next? What's our best bet? And I think, looking at this, I'm not entirely 100% sure on what's what here. Let's see, does it show me... Grass and hay, collecting grass, straw. I want the symbols. Okay, so this is what hay looks like and this is what straw looks like. So the little triangles, okay. It's what I thought it was. So this is straw, this is grass, and this is hay. Hay actually sells for more than straw. So my next wondering then is, are we able to purchase a mower and a windrower? Or actually we would need a tedder, wouldn't we? We would need a tedder and a windrower. Enough to do all of the hay related stuff. And we've got plenty of grass growing around the farm here. We could make some money off of it, I feel like, without putting much for income into it. And down the road, if we buy some more land here, we have the opportunity to make a lot more. And it also will give us all the equipment we need if we want to get into either cows. Well, we don't have everything for cows, but we got a decent amount. And we have everything we need for sheep. So let's head over to the shop and see. I keep messing with you guys instead of starting at the shop for an episode. That was a horrible parking job. These parking spots are not big enough for a tractor. I want to complain. I just travel there, you know. So let's check this out here. If we go to mowers, I think the best option for us is going to be the pull behind one. I like using that disc bind. The other options would be, well, we would need both of those together. So you could go with this one. It's $1,000 cheaper and it's a little bit longer. Or a little bit wider. You know what? Let's just do the cheaper one. Just to make me feel a little better. So then we're going to need a tedder. We can use the little one. I'm okay with that. Alright, and then a windrower. Ooh. Wheel rake. I kind of want the wheel rake. Wow, that thing does a big profile here. No, we should probably use the little Pottinger just because of money. We should think about money right now. So let's just buy this one. So we can bring probably 2 of the things home. The mower. Oh, does that have a fold out? That'd be cool if it does. Oh wait, no, this tractor doesn't have a front set of hooks. So we're gonna have to take everything one at a time here. The other thing I want to look at here, while we're in here, I want to look at sheds. So we do have the amount of money we would need to put one of these in. It's a small one. I just want to see how this would look. It does look pretty big, doesn't it? Do 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 do. All right, so we have, because like we could put it here. Actually, a really good location for it, and it would allow us to put some of our crops in under there. It would also give us a little bit of the storage we might need. Yeah, let's put that in. I like that. It didn't cost us much extra, which is good. The biggest thing I'm looking at that for, now we don't have any money of course, is we're going to have wheat that we're going to be taking off, and I want to save that for the chickens. And I know I could just put it on the ground wherever, but in my mind it needs to be covered, it needs to be in some sort of a shed. It probably should be an enclosed shed, but it's okay, we're going to work with what we have. I do like that this folds though. Oh yeah, that's a sharp looking little shed. I like that. But what I really want to do here is I want to use the mower. I don't know if I want to go quite that close. Ooh, it sounds good too. If we drop it down, oh, look at that. It's got a little bit different of a texture this time around. That's kind of cool. And yes, I was doing some fertilizing after the stage I was supposed to do it at. So yes, I have some stuff knocked down. Well, you can run that right along there, and you can kind of see when it's pushing that. That's actually really cool. Oh, we are too close. Still too close. I don't know what would happen if you were to cut into that. And I haven't found it in the patch notes, but apparently there's something in there where you don't run over grass anymore. I'm not sure why that is. Oh, I know. Oh, I want to check this too before we get too far. I was just thinking about this. If we go to our trailers, yeah, no. Where's our loading wagons? Here they are. You can pick up, okay, straw, grass, or hay, or wood chips, or silage. Cool. That's important because I wanted to be able to turn this into hay because it does pay more. I think it has to do with the fact that you're putting more work into it. And we'll be able to pick it up with a loading wagon. We won't have to bale it, which is what I was hoping that I wouldn't have to do. Also, those plants right there disappear, or don't disappear. So technically, now that we went all the way around like that and came back around, we are supposed to go like this. Let's sweep around this way. So I'm gonna get this stuff taken off here, and we'll see how far we can get. We'll see if we can make some money off of this. If we can, we may end up doing some more of this. But we really do need to save up for, I think, two things here. I would like to be able to get sheep, because I think wool would be a good product for us to do. The only problem is I think the smallest sheep enclosure is like $65,000, and I don't want to take out any more of a loan. unless I can help it, or unless we're close in that cost. But we do have some other costs to incur for that, but we have everything we need to feed them now. Because we have a loading wagon, we have a mower. We don't have the water cart. That's the only thing we're gonna need, but I don't think that's super expensive. I would have to double check. But yeah, I'd like to be able to get into that. That, I think, would be beneficial for us. And the other thing is more land. I would like to branch out. I would like to get more land, which is why we changed the economic rate. And maybe I'll change it again. I'm not sure. I just got to get a feel for this. At least once we got into cows with the seasons mod, you know, we were getting money quicker. There just seemed to be more to do with the seasons setup. So we'll have to see if that ever comes out for this. But we got a long ways to go for this farm to get where we want it to be. I mean, we don't even have a house yet. And I feel like that's something we should be looking for. So I'm going to keep working on the hay here. And I'm going to let you guys go for now because I just keep rambling. Seems to be as I'm driving tractors and stuff. It's really easy for me to just keep talking. Okay, I'm still rambling. This is my cue to cut the scene. Cut. So it turns out that even though the hay will get us more money, it seems like we don't get as far as we were getting. I took off that entire section plus a little more to get one full load here, so we'll see how it pays. That little rake that we bought too, no good. It was leaving stuff behind all over the place, so I ended up selling it off and getting the wheel rake. Unfortunately, we had to borrow some money to get the wheel rake, which was not what I was hoping to do. Especially since my goal is to get up to the sheep farm. But I do have a bunch of... Let's see how this works. Should be about $2,000. Two and a half. 2.5. That ain't so bad. I have like 4 or 5 pallets of eggs that I could deliver to, so that's another $700-800 maybe. So I'm trying to decide if we just get the new planter first and then do the sheep farm. I don't know, it's a tough call. I'm gonna have to think about it, but the harvest cycle did come around now. So I got him taking off the canola. I was gonna have him take off the other stuff, but then I realized, well, that would be a horrible idea, because then we'd have straw on top of hay, and that would confuse pickup wagon probably quite a bit. We might have stuff switching back and forth, so. Oh. I was afraid of that. Unfortunately, he's going to be going the wrong direction. Well, we're going to get actually a decent amount of canola then. Especially for the price that you get. So that I'm happy about. Very happy. I just started putting some of the equipment under the shed just to use the shed space. But I'll keep rocking here, get the harvest in, and we'll see if we make enough to get some sheep going. So it turns out that one machine we were using for the contract stuff for sugar beets is not the biggest one that you can utilize. There's actually this one, and then there's another one that's actually bigger yet. But they gave me the option to run this one. You can tell the head's bigger on it. It's got twin axles in the rear instead of single axle, but I have a feeling that this load might be enough to tip us over on this contract. We're at 98%, so I'm hoping this will tip it over. I think he's got one pass down and back before he's done, so we will have some extra then to take somewhere for cash. This one actually gave me a semi-truck too, which is kind of neat. May have knocked over a few signs, don't mind me. Hard to drive this thing. Actually, now that I got my controller working, it's been a while since I've had that, and I don't think I had that running since I switched back to Windows 7 last year. I just haven't had a need for it. But now that I have Wreckfest, I've been playing that with a controller. I wonder if I could get the controller working pretty well for this, for some of it. I don't know. Driving might be a little easier with that. Just the bounce back type deal where it's like all throttle or I mean all steering, no steering kind of deal. Oh, yep, I saw that coming. Problem was I just couldn't change it soon enough. But the cool part about this contract is it's going to pay out about $27,000 plus whatever we make on harvest income. And the last one that I did for about half that cost gave me like $4,500, I think, in harvest income. So I'm hoping I can get at least $5,000 in harvest income plus, you know, about $25,000 in contract once I take away some of the other stuff that I had to pay out. And I get about 28 total after hiring costs. And if you do the math, that'll be enough for us to get sheep, which is huge. So the cost effectiveness of these contracts are definitely better. There you go, contract finished. This is all income now. So that's $2,500 in income for there. I probably shouldn't be driving this with that extended, but we'll be okay. Let this car finish. Going by. Got a hard turn here. Actually, I think when we get into it, doing a lot of it, I think when we get into loader work, hi train, or maybe some wood stuff, like with the Ponzi Scorpion or something like that. Something with multiple controls in multiple directions. I want to try to get the controller working and just see how well it operates, because I think that would be a perfect candidate for it, especially when you start to figure that I've got, you know, I shouldn't say that, like 4 different axes to work on, and that's perfect for controller work. But we should be able to unload here. Let's go this way. I do like that they put a lot of these side roads in. They're very nice for crossing through. You can see there everything's updating with weeds, which means all of our stuff has probably got weeds on it. Oh, it wasn't a down and back. He actually had one more. He's gonna have one more pass here. That's okay. I'll have to see what the cheapest, or not cheapest, what's paying the most for sugar beets here. Where are you going? I don't know if he's just gonna back up the whole way. But yeah, this guy's big. This is the Tiger. The other one was the Panther 2. This is the Tiger 6. Or no, yeah, something like that. we go. We should be able to hire him. Let him run down along there. And while he's doing that, you can see here, yeah, it's going to be 26,000 plus or minus the cost. Oh, there's another one here. Oh, this is potatoes for field number 14, which is a big one. If they got 13 on here, that one's going to be just as much. Oh, no, that's still fertilizing. They've got a lot of contracts on you right now. And field 9 is with the smaller one. Field 9 is this guy right here. I'm not sure I'm going to do those, though. I'm not sure if it's worth my time. What I was going to look at, though, is costs here. So we're looking at sugar beets here, and our best price is at Grain Elevator East, it looks like. Which is way over here. The next one is Port Northwest, which is just above us. So I guess if it's only one trip and we're not coming back, it might be worthwhile. There is one set of sugar beets that didn't get harvested up there. Let's see, it won't take us long to get up there. It was when he first started the field. Let's see, we got 17.9. We'll see if it's actually worth it, but we're at 44 even right now. Yeah, for some reason on the turnaround here, he just didn't want to get this. Oh, I guess it was only about, what, 300? Which isn't actually worth a lot. Let's see, raise that up. We should be able to clear the truck pretty easily. We got 18,000. Does unload with the truck off. Oops. Actually, with this truck, we can move pretty fast. There we go, 18,289. So let's make some income off of this. What we had, 27, we said? 2,700. So what we get, see what we get here, and then we're gonna get some sheep in place. Unfortunately, I think it says that sheep need straw, and I don't have any straw right now because we sold it all. Or at least I think I sold it all. I'm gonna have to double check, but I'm pretty sure I did. It looks like it's parked in its parking spot, so yeah, I think I did. Yeah, look at all these weeds. Just ridiculous. Yep, loading wagon is empty, so we have 0 straw to work with. But I could be wrong about that. It didn't used to be that way. I may have read the diagram wrong, and maybe it takes hay or grass. If that's the case, I have hay. And actually, now that I really think about it, I hope that that's the way it is, because it used to be, I think, that you had to have grass and possibly hay worked. Or maybe I'm thinking of 15. Maybe 15 was grass only. It's been a while. And the last I can remember of 17 was with the Seasons mod, and that we were using hay on. Yeah, it's a little harder to drive this guy. We gotta go around the roundabout. Don't mind that sign. Watch out, guys. Kind of odd to be harvesting on New Year's Day here. But you got what you gotta do, right? Oh god. Sometimes the trucks do some really weird turns like that. I feel like I'm not going too fast, but apparently I was going too fast. Because that was almost a big oh no. Right up here is where we're headed. I don't see a train, so I think we're safe. So let's dump all this for profit. Maybe get 3 grand for it. 4,500, nice. So we got 7 grand for it in income. And if we could do this now, we'll complete this, collect, and we've got $74,000. That is huge. Hi, buddy. So let's go to purchase, and I want to get could do horses. Horses take oats, straw, and water. But I'm not sure if that's something we want to get into because horses are expensive. Yeah, this is grass and this is hay. Okay, so it's grass or hay and water. So we're okay. So let's see if we can see where our fill points are going to be. So we've got 2 fill points there. If we turn this guy around, we're going to have the fill points off in that direction. I mean, it collides with another object. I'm trying to not have it in that field there, but you can see we've got a fill point that's way back there, which I don't know if that's ideal. So really, honestly, to make efficient use of things, I feel like a fill point like this is actually almost ideal. And we'll just tuck it in as close as we can get it. To the, let's see here. There we go. This is what I want to do. Get it as close to the chicken coop as we can get it. Alright. We've got the chicken coop and we've got the 2 spots here. Can't really tell which is which. Judging by how this looks though, I'm guessing this is for feed and that's for water. And I'm okay with that actually. And this is probably... Did I hit the wrong thing? Trying to make sure I've got my... There we go, dialogue up. We got 3 things eggs. We do have to feed these guys though. Okay, so this is our animal dialogue. This is where they go in. Oh, interesting. And that just goes into the water. Or into the ground, the water does. So I don't actually... Oh, this is probably where the wool comes in. Okay. And this field got taken away a little bit more again. But it is what it is. It's what you got to deal with. Looks like the grass grew. So we've got $9,000. And we don't have the ability to purchase a water thing yet, do we? Animals. Okay, so we need 9,500 for water. What are these guys? Oh, straw bales. Oh, those are for, yeah, you can do this one. These go on the front of like a loader or something. So these can handle milk or water. 8,000 liters, 7,300 liters. $25,000, $9,000. But they can be used for both, which is beneficial. This is full of wheat, I believe, or whatever we grew for the chickens. So we are going to have to put some into there. We'll have to dump that. But I'm probably going to do some contracts off camera here in between episodes, and next episodes we'll get some sheep going and possibly get some equipment to try to clean up this weed problem we've been having, because they keep coming back and it's really hurting our bottom line, to be honest. Yeah, I gotta take care of the chickens here first and get some cultivating done. So with that, guys, yeah, this is where I feel like a joystick or a controller might work really well. And to be honest, I don't even know how. I actually don't have much food in here. So I have room for much more. But like I said, I have to get going on cultivating and getting stuff done. So thank you guys all for watching. Apologize if this has gotten a little bit long, but trying to get a lot done and trying to show you guys some of the stuff that's going on. So you can kind of see all the in-between stuff. I mean, if you were to look at the hours I spent in this game already, I'm close to 40 hours in this game. And we haven't really seemed to have accomplished much. I'm having a lot of fun playing it, but there's a lot of contract work that ends up being done that takes a lot of time. I probably spent almost three in-game hours getting that sugar beet field in, and I spent another probably 2 hours on a previous field that I was doing. So yeah, it gets to be a bit crazy, but they seem to be the best paying and they're the easiest to manage with, so I don't mind doing them. But that's where I'm going to leave things. So thank you guys all for watching, and as always, take it easy.